Welcome to my video on an important Python Tkinter project. So in this video we will write a program for employee management system. So this will be a complete project about employee management system with a beautiful user interface. So in this part we will create user interface or graphical user interface, and then we will create another part for functionality of all input fields and buttons. So in this part we have to create user interface. So now we have to open a folder. I have opened this program or prog files folder. You can create a folder with any name and anywhere inside your computer. Okay, and I have a prog files folder and this is opened. And now I will click here because I have to use VS Code for code writing or program writing. So here I will type CMD to open command prompt, and here I have to open VS Code or Visual Studio Code. So here I have to enter command code space and dot, and then I will click enter key from my keyboard, and now you can see this is VS Code Studio. Okay, now you can see this is prog files folder, and we have to create a file inside this prog file folder. So here I will click this option new file, and now I will give a name to my file. So this is employee. Okay, employee UI, or okay, employee is enough. Py. This is extension for our project because we have to write code of Python. Okay, and then I will enter or click enter key, and now you can see this file is created, and now we can write our code. So I will collapse it, and now I have to import tkinter. So here I will type import tkinter as tk, and next I have to create a class. So I will use keyword class, and now you can use any name for your class, and I will give employee, okay, to our class. And next I have to use colon, and now I have to initialize a constructor. So here I will use def keyword to define constructor, and next double underscore in it, and then in it, okay, and then double underscore again. And now I have to pass here two parameters. First is self, and other will be a instance variable. You can use any name for instance variable, but in common practice we use root. Okay, and here I will also use root as an instance variable, and now I will initialize this root. So here I will use self dot root, and now I will initialize it. So here I will initialize it with root. Now I have to create a root window. So uh, here I will use root and then tk. Okay, so in this way we will create a tk user interface window or root window, and also you can see that it is a main window. Okay, and now I have to create an object. So here you can use any name, but I will use obj for object, and then here I will use employee. This is class name, and then I will uh, pass here root as a parameter, and now I will access main loop to handle all events. So here I will type root dot main loop. So this will be used to handle all events. Okay, so next I have to give a title to my project or my user interface window. So here self dot root dot title, this is method to give a title. So title is employee. Okay, employee management. And next I have to set a size of our root window. So I want to display it before, and now I will save it, and then I will execute the program. And now you can see this is our user interface window, or you can see this is a root window. Okay, but its size is so small. so we can set its size. So I will close it, and now I will close this terminal too, and now I have to set a size of this window. So first was by default size. Now I will set size according to my desire, and now self dot root. Okay, and then here I will set width 1400, and then a height of window will be 650, and it will be started from first row and first column. Okay, so in this way you can see that no size of window. Sorry, what is problem? Sorry, problem is here that we have to use geometry method. Okay, geometry, and now I will save it again with control plus S, and now I will execute the program, and now you can see that size of main window is increased. Now this is suitable size, and now I have to create some frames inside this main window. So here first of all I have to give a title to our this window. So here I will use self dot main label. Okay, or main title, you can use any name. This is variable name, and then you can use main label only without this self, but using this self is best practice. You can access this variable anywhere in your program. Even you can access these variables inside your functions if you are using self with the variable name. Okay, so next I have to use here tk.label. Label is a user interface element, or you can say it a label widget. Okay, so next I have to create this label inside our root window. So here I will pass self dot root as a parameter. Okay, and now I have to set a text. So here I will use text property, and then I will give a text employee management system. Okay, management system, and then I will set font style. So here I will use font property, sorry, not from font. Okay, and then I will give a style to our fonts, that is Arial. You can use any name, but I am assigning here Arial. This will be style of font, and then I will set size of font 40. Okay, and then I will set it bold. Okay, so here I will set bold. Now I can change background color. So here I will use bg property. Sorry, here. Okay, so here I will use bg property, and then I will give a background color, and I can assign also a foreground color. Okay, so first I will give a background color that can blue. Okay, so here I will use blue, and then I will give a foreground color that will be applied on text. So here I will use FG. Okay, and then I will use white color. Okay, now I have to set its position. So here I will use self dot. Okay, self dot main label dot pack. Okay, this method will be used to set position. So here I will set its side by using side property. So here I will select this side, and now I will set it on the top of root window. So here tk dot top, and now I will save it, and next I will execute the project. So what is problem? So this is a syntax error because I have written incorrect spelling of blue. Okay, so I will save it again, and now I will execute the program, and now you can see that employee management system. This is our label, and I can also apply border and then border style. Okay, and then I want to fill this label along with this x-axis, okay, or horizontally. So I will close it, and next I have to apply a border by using BD property, okay. So border can 5px or pixels, and then I have to set a style of border by using relief property, okay, and you can choose any of given options, and I will choose groove, okay, and I will use a comma again, and now I have to fill along with x-axis. So here I will use fill property, and then I will fill it with x, okay. So here I will use x because I have to fill it in x-axis, okay. So I will save it, and now I will execute the program again, and now you can see that a border is applied, and style of border is also applied, and now it is filled in x-axis or horizontally, okay. So next I have to create some frames, like frame 1 to contain some buttons, labels, and input fields, and then we will create another frame that will contain detail, okay. So next I have to create first frame. So here I will use self dot frame 1, okay. So this is frame 1, and then I have to create frame by using tk dot frame. So this is widget, frame widget, and now it will be created inside the root window, okay. So here self dot root, so I have to create it inside root window, and then I have to set the size of this frame. So here I will use width, okay. So width should 300, and then height, okay, and height should, I will select this height property, and height should fif- sorry 550, okay. And next I have to set a background color. So here I will use BG, and then BG should red. Okay, you can use any color, but I am using red as a background. Okay, and FG. So I do not need to use FG. Okay, so I will apply this FG property on our label. So next I have to set its position. So here I will use self dot frame 1, and then I will use here place method, okay. And now I will set its padding. So first I will set pad, sorry, x, I will use here x. So x should 20, okay, or 10, 10 is enough. And then I will set padding in y-axis. So here I will use y, and then I will give value 70, okay. And now I want to save it, and then I want to see the output. So I will execute the program, and now you can see this frame is created, but its width is very small, and its uh, padding along with y-axis should increased, okay. So I will increase padding along with y-axis. So here I will apply 80, okay, and then I will increase the width of this uh, frame. So I will save it, and now I have to create another frame. So this is frame 1, I want to comment out. So here I will type frame 1, okay, and then I will create another frame, that is frame 2, okay. So this is frame 2, and then I will use some dashes. Now I have to create another frame, so I will copy it because process is same. So I will paste it here. So it is also created inside root window, okay. So I have to change the name of frame. So here I will use frame 2, and also here I will use frame 2, okay. Now I will set with 900, and height should remain same, and background color should remain same. Okay, and then I will increase padding along with x-axis. So here padding should what was width of first widget, sorry, frame, that is 350. So here padding should 380. Okay, and then padding along with y-axis should remain same. And now I will save it and then I will execute the program. So now you can see this is frame 1 and this is frame 2, but size is little bit bigger. So I will decrease the size or width of this frame 2. So here I will set 890. Okay, 890. Okay, it will be enough. So I want to execute it again, and now you can see this is perfect. Okay, so this is frame 1 that will contain input fields, some buttons, and this is another frame, that is frame 2. It will contain a detail and all information of employees. Okay, so I will close the user interface window. Now I have to create some widgets labels inside frame 1. So here I will use self dot, because I have to declare a variable. So this should id. Okay, so id label. So this is our uh, variable. So I am using self widget, but you can use or declare without this self. Okay, but it is beneficial because we can access this label inside our function. Okay, so here I have to create a widget, that is label widget. Okay, so this is label widget and it will be created inside frame 1. So here I will use self dot frame 1. Okay, because I have to create this label widget inside our frame 1. Now I have to set its padding along with x-axis. So here I will use pad x and then I will give value 5. Okay, and next I will set its font style. Now I will use font property to apply some font style. So here I will select font and now I will give a style. So here I will use Arial. Okay, and then size of font, that should 14 or 15, but 14 is enough. And now I will set it bold. Okay, so this is font style, and now I will apply padding along with y-axis. So here I will use pad y property and here I will give value 10. Okay, so in this way I am creating label 1 and now I have to set text. Okay, for this label. So I will use text property and text should employees ID. Okay, employees, sorry, ID, and then I have to set its position. So I will use grid layout to set its position. So here I will use self dot id label and then I will access with dot grid layout. Okay, and now I will set row. So row should first row and column is also first column. Okay, call, sorry, column. Okay, and column should first, and then, and now I have a error because I am not using here a comma. Okay, so here I will use comma and now I will apply a background style or color. So here I will use bg property. Okay, so this is bg property and here I will use white. Okay, so background, sorry, background should red and foreground should white. So here I will use fg property and here I will give value white. Okay, and then I will use comma. Now I want to save it and then I will execute the program. So you can see that this is packed with size of this label. So I have to use this width and height inside our place function. Okay, so I will remove from here and then I will paste it here. Okay, so I will paste it here, and here I will use a comma, and I will remove this comma in last. Okay, now I will save it and then I will execute it again, and now you can see that this is perfect. Okay, so if you are facing the same problem, then you have to use this width and height property inside this place function. Okay, not in this frame widget. Okay, so this is perfect, and now I have to create input field. So here I will use again self uh, and then dot. Now I have to declare a variable, so I can give name to variable id in, because we have to get input, so I am using id in. So this is variable name, and now I have to create tk dot uh, entry widget. Okay, so this is our entry widget. So here I have to create it inside our frame 1. So here I will use self dot frame 1 as a parameter. Now, if you want to create it inside frame 1, and next I have to set its font style. So I will copy it because I have applied it before, and now I will copy it and then I will paste it here. Okay, so I will paste it, and comma is double, so I will remove one of these, and I will remove this bolt also. Okay, so you can apply bold style, but I do not want to use bold using this entry widget. Okay, so this is style, and now I have to use width property. So it's width should 15. Okay, and then I can set its background, but I do not need to use background for input fields. Okay, so here I will set its position by using self dot id in. Okay, id in, and then I will apply grid layout. So I will select this grid layout, and now I have to set its position. So row should 0, I mean first row, and second column. Okay, so column is 1, it means that second column. Now it is enough, so I will save it and then I will execute the program, and now you can see that this is employee ID and this is our input field, which will contain our input. Okay, so I will close the program or this user interface. Sorry, I have not closed the program. I have to close user interface window. Okay, so in this way we have created one label and then one input field. Label will be used to help the user that he have to enter ID of user or employee. Okay, and then this is entry widget to get ID of employee. So here I have to use pad y. Okay, we do not need to use pad x, we have to use pad y, and that is 10. Okay, so in this way we have created one label and then one entry field. So I will copy this and then I will paste it on next line. So here I will paste it, and then I have to get user or employee name. So here I will set text employees name. Okay, and label name should name label. Okay, so this is name label. This is name of our variable. Okay, so here I will change again. So here I will use name, and here I have to get name of employee. So here I will give name in to this variable, and then once again I will use name instead of id. Okay, so first will be used to get id, and this second will be used to get name of employee. Okay, so background and other style will remain same, and then we have to change uh, row. Okay, sorry, yes, this row. So in second label we have to use second row and first column. Okay, and then in input field we have to use second column, sorry, second row and second column. Okay, so in this way, inside our second label we are using row number 1. It means that this is second row and first column of second row. Okay, and other is input field. By using this input field we will get name of employee, and we will set it on second row and in second column. Okay, so I will paste it once again. So here I will paste it, and now I will change again a name of variable. So this will contain uh, and information of employee about designation. Okay, so here I will use desig, and here I will replace id with desig, and also here I will use desig, and also here I will use desig. And now I will change the text value of label. So here I have to get designation. So I will type here designation. Okay, and other styles should remain same. I mean font style, background color, foreground color, and padding. And I have to change row number. So here I will use third row and first column for label. So this is our third label. Okay, so here I will use 2 instead of 3, and then I have to use here 2 again, and column should second column. Okay, so I want to save it, and then I will execute the program. So you can see this is output. Uh, so you can see this is employees ID. Okay, and here we are getting ID of employee. Okay, and next is employee name. This is label. Okay, and by using this input field we have to get name of employee, and this is designation. So we need to increase the size of frame 1. So we will increase size of frame 1, and then we will decrease size of frame 2. So I will make these changes. So I have to make changes here. Okay, so which should 360. Okay, and in frame 2 it should 880, because we have to decrease width of frame 2 if we are increasing width of frame 1. Okay, now I will save it, and then I will execute it again. Now you can see that this is perfect. Okay, so I will close the window, and then I will close the terminal. Now I will paste this block of code once again. So here I will change name of variable again. So this will contain salary. So here I will use sal. Okay, and here also I will use sal, and then here I will use sal. Okay, so these are two widgets. First is label. Okay, and second is input field. So here I will change employees salary. Okay, so this is text value employees salary, and I will change row number. So here I will use row number 3 and first column. So this is first column of row number 3, sorry, 4. Okay, because here we are using 3, so this is row number 4, and this is first column of row number 4, and here I have to use row number 4, and this is second column of row number 4, and other values should remain same, because we have to apply same styles to all text and widgets. So I will paste once again. Okay, so I will remove this second input field because I have to use a combo box because I want to give only two options and I want that user can select only one of given two options. Okay, so for this purpose I have to use combo box. So to use combo box, first we have to import the combo box. So here I will use from Tkinter. Okay, I import TTK. Okay, so in this way we will able to use combo box. So here I have to use self. Okay, dot. So I have to change label name. So this is variable name. So it will contain generation. Sorry, gender. Okay, so here I will use gen in short. So this is gender. Okay, and here I have to use gen in. Okay, and then I have to uh, create a widget that is that will be created using ttk dot combo box. So this is combo box, and then I will select it. Now I have to create this combo box inside frame 1. So here I will use frame 1 self dot frame 1. Okay, now I have to uh, apply other styles like font style. So I will copy font style from here and then I have to set its width. So I will copy these two properties with value. So I will copy it and then I will paste it here. Okay, so I have to change the width. So I will use here 13. Okay, and then I have to use a state property. Okay, because I have to give only two options. So user will select only one of two given options. So here I have to set state read only. It means that he will select only one of given option, but he cannot write its own value. Okay, so here I will use value read only for state. Okay, so next I have to set its position. Sorry, I have to set its values. Okay, so I have to give two values. Self dot what was name of this variable? That should gen in. Okay, gender in, and then I will use here values. Okay, and now I will use a tuple to give values. First is male. Okay, and second is female. Sorry, female. Okay, so user can select only one of these two given options. He cannot enter its own value. Okay, now I have to set its position. So I will copy this statement or line and then I will paste it here. Okay, and now I will change name of variable. So this is gender in. Okay, and then uh, here I have to use row number. So row number is fifth. So this is fifth first column of fifth row, and here I have to use sorry I have to use 4. Okay, because I have to set fifth row, so I have to use 4 value. Okay, and this is second column of fifth row. Okay, so I have to set width. So width is 13. Now I want to see output. So I will execute it, and now you can see that this is male and female. So these are two options, and we cannot type here our value. Okay, so here we have to select only single from given options. So this is again inside the border. So I have to increase size of frame 1 again. So I will increase the size of frame 1. So I will give value to width property 370. Okay, and then I have to decrease width of frame 2. So here I will use 870. Okay, so okay, now we can apply border to our frames also. So I should apply border. So here I will use bd property to apply a border for frame. Okay, so here I will give value 5, and then I have to give a style. So here, sorry, here I have to use relief property, okay, to apply a style. So here I will use a reddish. Okay, so I want to give the same style, border style, and border size to second frame. So I will copy it and then I will paste it here. Okay, after comma. So in this way we have applied border size and border style to our both frames. So what will happen if I will execute it again? Now you can see that it is very charmful. Okay, so I have to increase uh, padding x along with x-axis of second frame. So I will increase the padding. Okay, so here I will increase padding of second frame. So here where is our frame 2, and then where is padding? So here this is padding. So I will apply 390, and then I will save it, and now I want to execute it again, and now you can see this is perfect. Okay, so this is perfect. If you want to increase size of frame 1, then you can increase. Okay, but I do not need to increase size of frame 1. It is looking beautiful. So this is our frame 1 and frame 2. So I want to increase uh, padding of frame 2 again. So here I will apply 400. Okay, so this is 400. So I will save it again. So we will continue our work on labels and input fields. So now we have to get address of employee. So here I will copy this label and position of label, and then I will paste it here, and now I will change a name of label, sorry, variable that is used to contain this value for label or take a dot label. So here I have to give a name for our variable, so it will help us to enter address. So here I will use address, and here I have to change it also. So here I will use address. Okay, now we have to use text widget, okay, to get value for address. So here I will use self dot address in, okay, address in, and then I will uh, create widget that is tk dot text. Okay, so I have to create it inside frame 1. So here I will use self dot frame 1. Okay, and now I have to uh, set its position. So I will set width, sorry, first I will set its width. So I will set its width 13, and then I have to set its height. So I will apply 3. Okay, so I will give 3 value to height. It means that it will contain 3 lines. Okay, and 13 character in each line. So next I have to apply font style. So I will copy font style from here, and then I will paste it here. So I will paste it. Okay, so this is style, but I will remove this bold. Okay, so I have removed it, and now we have to contain address of employee, and then I have to set position of this widget. So I will copy it from here and then I will paste it here. Okay, so I have to change name of variable. So here I will use address in. Okay, and then I have to change row number. So here row number sixth will be used. So this is column of sixth row, and this is second column of sixth row. Okay, so this is padding that is applied on this widget. So these input fields and labels are completed. Now we have to create some buttons. So for creating some button, I have to create an other frame. Okay. So here I will uh, comment out to help us find if we want to find it later. So here I will use name of this internal frame, button frame. Okay. So button frame, and then I have to create another frame. So I will copy this existing frame from here and then I will paste it here. Okay, so I have to change name of this frame. So it should button frame. Okay, so here I will use btn, and here I will use again btn because this is button frame. Okay, now I have to set its width. So its width should 370. Okay, so this is 370. Height should 150 because it will be created inside frame 1. Okay, so here I will create it inside frame 1. So here I will use this frame 1. Okay, frame 1. So it will be created inside our frame 1, and its width is 370, its height is 150, and its background is red, and its border size is 5, and I will change style of this border. So here I will apply raised. Okay, so here I will use raised. So next I have to set its position. So its padding should only 10. Okay, and its padding along with y-axis should uh, 380. Okay, so I will change if it will create any problem. So I will save it and then I will execute the program. Now you can see this is our frame 2 or button frame, but its width is large or greater. So I will decrease the width of this frame. So here I will use 350. Okay, 350, and then I will save it again, and now I will execute the program. So it is not still perfect, so I will decrease again size of this frame. So I will set 340, and now I will see again output. Now it is perfect. Okay, so this is perfect, but width of this text widget is small. So I will increase uh, width of this widget, but this frame 2 is perfect, and now I have to create 4 buttons inside this frame. Okay, so I will close this user interface window, and then I have to increase width of this address widget. So I will set 15. Okay, now it will be perfect. So next I have to create some button inside frame button frame. So here I will use or declare a variable self dot add button. Okay, add button. So here I have to create a button by using tk dot. So widget name is button. So I will select this button and it will be created inside a frame, a button frame. Okay. So here I will use self dot btn frame. So name should frame. Okay. I will change here also, and then I will set it here. Okay. So it will be created inside frame 1. Okay. Now I have to apply some styles like it should contain size font style. Okay. So I will copy font style from here. So I will copy from here, and then I will paste it inside button widget. So I will paste it here. Okay. So this button will be created inside button frame, and I have applied font style. Okay. So Arial I am using incorrect name. So name of this style is Arial. Okay. So I will change name anywhere. So it is not Arila, its name is Ariel. Okay, so I will change here also. So please wait until completing this process. So next I have to set width or size of this button. So here I will use width. Okay. So width should 10. Okay. So this button will be created inside button frame, and its width is 10, and I have applied a font style for this button. Okay. So I have to set its grid layout. So here I will use self dot button add button. Okay, so add btn dot grid, and then grid is so here I have to set it in row 1. So here I will use row property, and then I will give 0 value. Okay, it means that this button will be created in first row of button frame. Okay, and then in uh, first column. So here I will use column property, and then I will give value 0. And next I have to uh, set its padding. So here I will use pad x, and then I will give 20 value, and then I will use pad y. Okay, so here I will use again 20 value. Okay, so this will be created in first column of first row, and then it's padding along with x-axis is 20, and also 20 is in along with y-axis. Okay, so this button is created successfully. So I want to see output. So I will execute the program, and now you can see that this button is created, but it have no any text value. So we have to set a text value. So here I will apply text value. Okay, text, and then text is add. Okay, because it will be used to add information of a employee. Okay, and size of frame button frame was decreased because we are repeating our mistake. So we have to use these properties inside place function or method. So I will cut it from here, and then I will paste it here. Okay, so here I have to use a comma, and then I will remove this comma. Okay, so I will save it again, and then I will paste it, sorry, execute it. Now you can see that this is our first button that is created in button frame. Okay, so next we have to create another button, and then we will create two more buttons. Okay, so we will create all buttons. So here I will copy it, and then I will paste it next. Okay, so here I will paste it, and then I will change name of variable. So this is update button. Okay, update button. Now I have to change text value. So here I will use update. Okay, so its width should 10, and font style should remain same, and then I have to change column. Okay, so it will be created in second column of first row, and its padding along with x-axis will remain same, and also second padding along with y-axis will remain also same. Okay, so here I will change again name. So here I will use update. Okay, update button. So here I will paste it once again, and now I will change name of variable. So it will be used to delete. So here I will use del, and here I will use again del. Okay, now I will change text value. So here I will use value delete. Okay, delete, and then I will change its row. So it will be created in row 2 or in second row. Okay, and first column of second row, and its padding will remain same. Okay, so I will paste it once again because I have to create an other button. Okay, so here I will paste it, and now I have to change the name of variable. So here I have to use this button to clear a value from input field. So I will type clear button. Okay, and here I will use again clear button. Okay, now I will change text value. So here I will type clear. Okay, and it will be created in second row and second column of second row. Okay, now I will save it, and then I will execute the program. So you can see that this is update button, delete button, clear button, but we have problem. So what is problem? We can see. So problem is add button, del button. So here I have to change row number. Okay, so here we have to change row number. So this is second row. Okay, sorry, it is in first row column, but we will create it inside second column. Okay, so we were creating both button in first column. So this was problem because of column number. Okay, so next, this is second row and first column, and this is second row and second column. Okay, now we will save it again, and then we will execute it again. Now you can see that this is perfect, and we will decrease uh, uh, padding along with y-axis of these second two buttons. So I will decrease the value. So I will set 10. Okay, so here I will set 10. Okay, for del button, and here I will use again temp value for paired by. So I will save it. Now frame 1 is completed. Okay, now we have to create a combo box and a label, and then input field and two button in second frame. So we will go inside this second frame, and here we have to create a label first. So I will copy label from here. Okay, so I will copy it, and then I will paste it here. Okay, and then I have to change the name. So so it was mistake in label spelling, but now we will use same name. Okay, so now I have to change name. So it will search type. Okay, so I will use a search label. Okay, search label, and it will be created inside frame 2. Okay, and its padding should 5 along with x-axis, and its text should search by. Okay, so I will change it. Okay, and it is search by. So this is label, and its background is red, foreground is white, and font style and padding along with y-axis will remain same. And now we have to change value of row. So it will be created in first row and first column. And here I have to change name of variable. So this is search label. Okay, so this is search label, and now we are setting its layout using grid. Okay, so it will be created in frame 2. Now we have to create a combo box. So we have created here combo box. Now I will copy it from here because we have created it. No, I do not want to waste my time, or I do not want your to waste your time. So I will paste here, and now I will change name. So it will search type. Okay. So here I will use search type because it will contain types of search. Okay, because we can search an employee by his name, and we can also search an employee by his id. Okay, so here I will use search type, and here I will use again search type, sorry, search type, and here I will use again search type. Okay, so now I have to change values. So value is ID and name. So here I will use ID and name. Okay. So these are two values for our search type combo box, and then font style and width and state and other uh, font style or remain same. Okay, so next I have to set its position. So here I will create it inside row 1 and second column, and I will apply padding y with value 10. Okay, so next I have to create input field. So here I will copy this input field from here. Okay, and then I will copy it, and then I will paste it after this combo box. So here I will paste it. Okay, now I will change the name. So here I will use search in. Okay, so here I will use again search in. So search in, this is variable name, and it will be created inside frame 2. Okay, so it will be created also inside frame 2. Okay, and then its font style and width will remain same, and then it will be created inside row 1 and inside third column. Okay, and now we have to create two buttons. So I will copy these two buttons from here, control, but I should copy only one of these. So I will copy it, and then I will paste it here. Okay, so I will set its name search button. Okay, SEARCH search button, and I will change name here. Also, I will use search button. Okay, so next I have to create it inside frame 2. So I will change parameter. I will select frame 2. So it will contain text value, search, okay, and its width will 10, and font style will remain same, and I will change its row number. It will be created inside our first row and in our fourth column. Okay, so here I will use this 3, and its padding will 10 only. Okay, or 5. Okay, I will use 5, and then its padding along with y-axis will remain same. So I want to create one more button. So I will copy it, and then I will paste it. So this button will be used to display all information of all employees. Okay, so here I will use show button name. Okay, SHOW, and here I will change name again. I will use show. Okay, SHOW, and then it will be created inside first row and in fifth column. Okay, and its padding should increase. So I will set 10. Okay, so I will change a text value. So I will set its value, text value, display all. Okay, display all. Now I will save it and then I will execute the program, and I have a error show button. And what is problem? We have syntax error. So what is, I am using h here, but I have to remove it. Now I will save it again, and now I will execute the program, and now you can see that this is a label search by, and I will select one of two given option, and then I will enter a value here. Okay, if I will choose id, then I have to enter here id. Okay, and after choosing id and then after entering id, I will click this search button, then a specific employee that will contain this id. So then all information of this employee will be displayed inside a table that will be created later. So you can see that size of frame 2 is decreased, and this is packed along with these input fields, okay, or widgets. So we are repeating our mistake again. So we have to width, I have to use width and size, height of frame 2 inside this place 2. Okay, sorry, this place function. So I will cut it from here, and then I will use, sorry, I will cut from here with control plus X, and now I will paste it here. Okay, so now I will save it again, and then I will execute my program, and now you can see this is output. Now this is perfect. Okay, so I have to increase, I have to apply padding for this input field. Okay, so this is label search by. So I have to choose one of these options, and then I have to enter here. If I will select ID, then here I have to enter ID, and if I have to choose name, then I will enter here name. Then I will click search button, and then information of this specific employee will be displayed. And if I will click this display all button, then information of all employees will be displayed. Okay, so I will use uh, pad x in our this entry widget. So where is entry widget? So here I have to use pad x. So here I will use pad x, and then I will apply 10. Okay, so this is completed. Now we have to create another frame that will contain information of uh, any employee or information of all employees. Okay, so we have to create another frame inside frame 2. So here I will comment out it. So this will table frame. Okay, table frame. You can use any name, but I have to use this table name. And now I will copy this frame from here. Okay, and then I will paste it here. Okay, so it will be created inside frame 2. So I will change name. So I will use frame, but tab frame. Okay, so this is tab frame, and then I will change name from here. So I will use here tab frame. Okay, so it will be created inside frame 2 self dot frame 2, and then I have to keep these styles as it is, and then I have to change width. So I will apply 840. Okay, and then I will use here 10 padding for x-axis, and then I will use 80. Okay, 80 is enough, and height of this frame should 450. Okay, so I will save it, and then I will execute the program, and now you can see that this is our internal or table frame. So this is perfect. Okay, so it is created perfectly. So I have to change its background color. Okay, so I will apply cyan color. So here I have to use cyan instead of red. Okay, so I will save it, and then I will execute my program, and this is output. Okay, so it is looking better. So now I have to create a tree view widget. So I will close this window. Okay, and this tree view widget is used as a table. Okay, so here I have to create this variable self dot table. Okay, so this is variable name, and then we have to use ttk dot tree view. Okay, tree view, and I have to create it inside but a tab frame. So here I will use self dot tab frame. Okay, and next I have to create some columns inside this tab frame. So I will use columns property, and then I will pass a value using a tuple. So first is id, so these are columns name. Okay, second is name, so this will be used for name, and third column will be designation. So here I will use desig, and fourth column will cell. Okay, so this is cell, and fifth column should gender, and last column should address. Okay, ADDR. So these column will be created inside our tree view widget. Okay, so next I have to make a space to make it this code clear and easy to understand, and here I have to set its position. So here I will use self dot table and dot pack. Okay, I will use it in this pack, and next I have to give a heading for these columns. If I execute the program, then you can see that this table is created, but we cannot see heading for these columns. But you can see that these columns exist. Okay, this is first column, second column, third column, fourth column, and so on. But we have no text value for this column. So we have to set text value. So I will close the terminal, and now I have to use self dot table dot heading. Okay, so I will select this heading method, and now I have to set heading for our first column, and first column is id. So here I will use text property to give text value. Okay, so it will emp id. Okay, and so I will copy this statement with control plus C, and then I will paste it again, and once again. So I have to paste it 5 times. Okay, so this is 1 2 3 4, and once more. Now we have total 6 lines. Okay, because we have 6 columns. Okay, so second is name. So here I will use employee name. Okay, so this is a heading for our column. So last third is desig, and here I will use designation, and here this is cell column. So here I will uh, set heading employee salary. Okay, so this is for gender. So I will type here gender and employees gender. And last is for address. So this is address column, and here I will use employee address. Okay, now this heading will be created inside our table, okay, or tree view widget. So I will execute again, and now you can see this is employee ID, employer name, designation, but you can see that width is very large and first column is empty. So we want to hide this empty column, and we have to set width of every column. Okay, so we will close this window and also terminal. Now we have to use property self dot table, and then here I will use show. Okay, so it will show only headings. So here I will use headings, and next I have to set a width of columns. So here I will use self dot table dot column. Okay, so next I have to set width for first column. So first is id, and then I will use width property, and I will give value 100. Okay, so I will copy it from here, control plus c, and I want to make a distance of a line, and then I will paste this is 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 and 6. Now I have to change name of column. Second is name, and width will remain same for all columns. Okay, name, desig, and cell, and gender, and address. Okay, ADDR. So I will save it, and now I want to execute it once again. Now you can see that width of all columns is set, but you can see that it is not set in all sides. Okay, so I have to set fill property. So here I will close the user interface window, and then I will close this terminal. Now I have to use here fill property, and now I have to fill it in both sides. Okay, so here I will choose both, and here I will use expand property, and then I will give one value. Now I will save it and then execute once again. Now you can see that our first empty column is hidden, and now this is our first employee ID column, employer name, designation, salary, gender, and address, and now it is filled in both sides. Okay, so this is our table. Now we have to create scroll bars. Okay, one for horizontal or for x-axis, and other for y-axis. Okay, so we have to create two scroll bars. So here I will use, sorry, create or declare a variable self dot x. Okay, x scroll. Okay, now I have to create a scroll bar by using tk dot scroll. Okay, so this is scroll bar. Okay, now I have to create it inside our tab frame. So self dot tab frame, and then I have to use here orient property, and now I will give value horizontal. Okay, because it will be used for x-axis. Now I have to set its position self dot what was name x scroll, and then I will apply pack method. Okay, so because we have to set its side, that's why I have to use this pack method. So side is tk dot uh, bottom. Okay, tk dot bottom. So this is bottom. I will select it, And next I have to create another uh, scroll bar. So I will copy it with Control plus C and I will paste it here. And now I will change name. So this is Y scroll. Okay, I will change name and then it will be set in vertical. Okay, so here I will use vertical and then it will be set in right side. Okay, so here I will use right. Okay, and next I have to associate with our table, that is tree view widget. So here I have to use a property, that is x scroll command. Okay, and here I will give value, that is x scroll, self dot x scroll. Okay, self dot x scroll. Okay, and then I have to use another property, that is y scroll command, and here I have to give value self dot y scroll. Okay, so now we have to configure this y scroll and x scroll. So here I will configure this, these two scroll bars. First is self dot x scroll dot configure. Okay, because we have to configure it with our table. So here I will use command property and then self dot table. Okay, dot x view. Okay, so I will select this x view. Okay, and next is our y scroll. So we have to configure it also by using self dot y scroll dot configure. Okay, and then I have to use command property command. Okay, and now I have to configure it with or along with y-axis. So here I have to use self dot table dot y view. Okay, and now I have to use fill property. So here I will use fill. Okay, so it will be filled in x-axis. So here I will use fill and then I will give value x. Okay, and next I have to use this fill property inside second or y scroll. So here I will use fill and here I will use y. Okay, now I will save it and then I will execute my program, and now you can see this is our output, and you can see that these two scroll bars are created, one for y-axis, okay, and other for x-axis. Okay, now these are working perfectly. So this is our frame 2, this whole is frame 2, and this internal is a tab frame. Okay, and we have created a table inside our tab frame with some columns. Okay, so these are columns and this is a scroll bar in y-axis and this is in x-axis. Okay, so in this way we have completed our user interface. I hope this video will be very easy to understand for you, and it will be also very helpful for you. If you like this video, please share with your friends, and in next video we will make functional all these buttons and input fields. Okay, so please like our video and share with your friends, and if you did not subscribe our YouTube channel, so please subscribe our YouTube channel right now. Thank you.